Greetings. Thanks for tuning in today. Today's quiz is over sections 2.1, 2.2, and 2.3. Make sure you put your name, the date, all up here at the top. Please make sure you get your period also up there. Okay, good luck. Listen carefully. Follow the directions. In numbers 1, 2, and 3, E is the midpoint of DF, that segment there. You need to find the lengths of, in number 1, you need to find DE. So that is this section right here. You need to find out how long is DE. The whole thing is 45 units. In number 2, we want to find the distance of the entire segment from D to F. Half of this is 7.5, and remember to pay attention to these tick marks right here, okay? Remember what those mean. And number 3, you need to find the value of x. So here we want to set up an equation, and remember, because of the tick marks, this side over here is equal to this side. So this side is 3x plus 12, this side is 36. To set up your equation, I would just put an equal sign in between and then solve for x. Make sure you write your answers off to the side. If any of these you need more room, you could use another sheet of paper if need be if you don't have enough space. In numbers 4, 5, and 6, you need to find the coordinates of the midpoint of A and B. So if this were a segment, we'll just kind of draw a picture like this. This is A, and there's segment B. Whoops, B. We want to know where's the midpoint, okay? And remember, to find the midpoint, we're going to use this formula. You add the x's and divide by 2, and then you add the y's and divide by 2. Alright? And also remember, it's very helpful to label. This would be x1, that's y1, this would be x2, and this is y2. Okay? So now in your answer, it should be a coordinates. You should have an ordered pair here, an x and a y value. That's what you're doing for numbers 4, 5, and 6. And since I'm such a great guy, I'm going to go ahead and label your points for you on 5 and 6. You can thank me later. You don't have to give me any gifts or anything like that. No presents. Okay, so you should be set for those. Here on number 7, we want to find the measurement of angle ABD. So that's just this part right here, this angle. Now what's been given to you is that this section right here, this whole thing, is 32 degrees. Okay? So ABD is a bisector. You need to figure out if it bisects it, it cuts it, the angle in what? And tell us how many degrees this is in ABD in number 7. Number 8, we have BD again, a bisector. It's cutting this big angle in half. They want you to find DBC. DBC is all of this angle right here. Now keep in mind, you got 140 that's pointing to this whole thing is 140. You need to figure out what's just DBC. On number 9, you need to find the value of x. Again, this is a bisector right here. So it's splitting it in half. So it really means that these two are congruent or equal to each other. So you need to set up an equation with one side equal to the other angle. So substitute them in, set it up, and solve for x. Okay, now to the back of the test, or the quiz. 10, 11, and 12, we're wanting to figure out if the angles are complementary, supplementary, or neither. Okay, so take a look at your angles for number 10 and 11 and 12. Okay, you need to put those two angles together, and then that'll tell you which one of those three words that I underlined to write down in your space for 10, 11, and 12. On number 13, the measure of an angle is 56 degrees. We want you to find a measure of its complement angle and its supplement. Okay, we did this on the worksheet in class the other day. So if they're complementary, they're going to add up to what? If they're supplementary, they're going to add up to another number. Subtract those to find your two measurements. Now, so you should have two answers for number 13. Number 14, we need to find the value of x if the two angles are complementary. Key word right there. So you got these two angles, they're complementary because we got this 90-degree mark right here. So we need to add these two angles together and set them equal to 90 to figure out what's the value of x. So first angle plus the second angle equals 90 degrees. That's how you need to set it up to solve for x. And now I give you the final question on today's quiz, number 15. Make sure after you're done that you check over all your answers, check all your work before you turn it in. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for tuning in. So for number 15, you've got these two angles. We need to find the value of x. Now they make a straight line here, don't they? So that means they're going to add up to what? How many degrees? So you need to add these two angles together and set them equal to what? How many degrees? So put that one in there, that one in there. Combine your like terms and solve for x. Have a great rest of the day.